Yo, first, I'm starting to do art. Again, I got back to Indy. There's something I just did, man. There we go. You can't probably read everything on there, but that's something I'm working on. But that's not why I'm doing this video. I'm doing it because I haven't been on here for a hot minute, and I did make it back to Indy, and I've been back for a couple days, and I started this channel through traveling. I started it from traveling from Wisconsin all the way back to Indiana, all through Ohio, and I just did a what do you want to call it? A walkabout is what I use. That's Aboriginal terms, but the thing is, I did a video last night, and it's not the true message that's in my heart to convey. Because I like to take my time a little bit more. I like to take my time a little bit more, have a cup of coffee, say hello to everybody, man. And, coming back to Indy, I didn't feel like home anymore, man. I just didn't. It just wasn't the same, So here I am, back in Indy, and the thing is this. I've walked across and gone all through, and the world's still Mandela affected. The world's still crazy. And it's still difficult to navigate through all of it, Because you've got to know what's inside your heart. And you've got to know what's inside here. Because this world and this navigation, and you've got to know your north, So the thing is to live outside of their world, you live outside of their fear. And the thing is, their messages are based on fear. So the thing is whatever's coming in this world, guys, there's a massive change coming. And there's a whole lot of voices out there saying it's all good, The thing is we are continually lied to on such a level. We're lied to on such a level. We're lied to about everything, okay? I can tell you this, though. There really is a man named Jesus Christ. He's a real human being. He's a real flesh and bone human being. He really did walk this earth. He is a real God. And he is a real human being, man. And his message was to liberate our souls from their world. Okay? The message of the Christ gets covered up through the Bible in churches. Why? So we aren't free from the political, and we aren't free from the religious. Because the religious system is built to enslave, and the political system is built from agenda upon agenda upon agenda. The good middle road the good red road or the good middle road is what's inside here. So you've got to find what's inside your heart and your soul, okay? And you've got to know what's really there. Because I've been around all kinds of energies, all kinds of consciousnesses, and there's ignorance is bliss, right? Ignorance is bliss. Why? Because your eyes close and you live in a feeling-based reality. And love isn't just a feeling, it's a presence. Okay? The feeling-based reality that we call love isn't the fullness of what love is. Love is not feeling-based, guys. Okay? It's a presence. Love is a presence because God is love. In Him there's no fear. So, with that said, going and walking across the not literally walking, but going from Arizona to Cali to Idaho to Oklahoma to Nebraska. If you watch people and you see them and you see how they interact, and you step back and you watch the world we're in, it's to the people that run it, we're just like, we're a game to them. So with that said, the message of the cross is the revelation of the resurrection of our souls being restored to the true light and walking in the fullness of who we are on earth, so we live without fear. Okay? In doing so, our minds and our souls and our bodies are liberated from the world system, the construct, the matrix. And then you know that you know who you are inside, and you live that out. Because it's worth it to keep going, guys. Because whatever's coming, and because we're so lied to, whatever's coming means that there's a new way of life coming for us. But they're not going to tell you that, because it would liberate your soul from their world. Because their world is a construct that they use to conceive in here. And they use the message of Buddha and Jesus and all of it, and they create religious systems to enslave man to conceive in their consciousness a Jesus that isn't the real Jesus. He's a flesh and bone human being, guys. And he's a real human being like you and me. He came as a man. They don't want that message out. They want him to be this ethereal projection within our souls and this ethereal energy. So they project in our minds through our consciousness that there's this Jesus, this Buddha, all these different constructs of religious icons and iconic reality. So we project it within our souls out to other people, and we hide who we really are through their religious construct. Okay? But the message of the cross liberates us so that our true selves come forth, and we're liberated from their energies and their fear-based world. And we're liberated from their heaven and hell on earth. Because heaven ain't here and hell ain't here. It's what people create in their souls, man. We have way more power than they tell us. That's the other thing. We have way, 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 way more power as human beings. We have way, way more power, guys. But they want us to feel helpless and victimized so that we don't stand up and we don't overcome what's about to happen and the shift in this world that's about to happen. They don't want us to know the Holy Spirit and the divine spirit within our hearts, man. Because that's the liberation from their world. That's the liberation from both matrices. That's the liberation from neither being Neo or Smith. Smith is the conformist reality, the machine God, right? The machine God is the conformist reality, guys. So the matrix was created to enslave us to a God that's a matrix God. That it calculates and watches human life. All right. So the liberation is to live without fear. That's the doorway. The doorway out is to live without fear, guys. Face all your fears and overcome their world, and that's how it goes. So I've had to face my own devil that I created, which is a selfish, self-centered man. The selfish, self-centered man is the I. It's all about me, me, me. I, Captain, right? So we use all the right language, but we don't know the truth in our hearts and souls, man. So that's on the spiritual planes. On the physical planes, guys, the earth is changing massively. So get your hearts prepared first before your creator of all creators, but also get your hearts prepared because the earth is about to change massively, and I can tell you that honestly. The storms and the weathers that are going on in this world is crazy, guys. So anyway, I'm doing my art, and I'm going to move on out of Indiana when I can. I love you guys. Keep going. Don't ever give up. Don't live in their fear. Don't live in their make-believe Illuminati, whatever it is. Live without fear, people. And be set free from their world. And be set free from the Mandela effect. I know it's real. I even know UFOs are real and all of that, man. I love you guys. Have a blessed day, man. For real, stay encouraged and don't ever give up. Love you guys. Like, subscribe. Peace. I'm out.